Testing 1, 2. Okay. So I just want to say a couple of words. I was supposed to introduce the video, but that's the video that's on YouTube. We reached 800 views this week, actually. It's been up for 2 weeks. So please, guys, share it. Twitter, Facebook, anywhere. I'm just trying to get as much views as possible. Like you saw in the video, at the age of 11, I said, I have a good life, but I don't want to jinx it. 4 years later, at the age of 15, on January 6, 2011, my dear mom passed away from stage 4 lung cancer. My life completely went off track. A jewel was taken away from me, and I completely hit rock bottom. My worst fear completely blindsided me, and I lost my mother to disease that I had little knowledge about, but only knew that this disease was to happen to those who smoke. What I didn't know was that individuals are diagnosed every 3 minutes and die every hour. My mother had never smoked a cigarette in her whole entire life, so then why her? Today I'm left with only pictures to see her beautiful smile and to remind me how 3 years ago we said our last goodnights, our last I love yous. However, 3 years ago we never said our last goodbye. Every time that I smile, every time that I sigh, I think of her face and a tear skips my eye. My mother was my world, my inspiration, my heart. She was my very best friend, and above all, she was my rock. A mother's love is like no other in the world. I didn't know how to live without her. From the moment she left, I knew that all I wanted to do was make her happy. I was that one boy who used to lie in bed whispering to God and asking why. Why my mother? I would give anything to have my old life back. I would do anything to have her back. But I know now that it was meant to be this way. Nothing I could have done could have changed anything. God had a plan for all this to happen. From the time she passed away, I knew my mother would be watching from heaven. She's my angel, my inspiration for this wonderful foundation. The memories are still strong, and I wish she was here today. But I'll make my mom proud in fulfilling her wish, and I know that she will be smiling from ear to ear. You hear it all the time that your life can change in a split of a second. But these words just don't stick in. Being healthy and sometimes a statement we take for granted. In a split second, your whole life could change forever. I'm one of those individuals. I just never thought or expected to lose someone who meant everything to me. Unfortunately, my mom was one of the 4 Canadians who died from cancer. You or any of your loved ones can be affected by this disgusting disease. This is why we're here today for our 4th annual StrikeOut Cancer. For all it takes is a small gesture to make a big change in society. StrikeOut Cancer welcomes you to help make this year's and any other event even more successful. I just want to thank you all for your continued support. I couldn't do this without your help. Therefore, on behalf of StrikeOut Cancer, I'd like to thank all our generous sponsors and for their donations and support. And we couldn't be here without you guys. I would also like to take the time to thank Moonlight Entertainment for your generous time and to entertain our guests with music. John for the creation of the StrikeOut Cancer video that you just watched. The courageous Caitlin Guttuso that was here before, she shaved her head for cancer and raised $5,000 for the Brave to Shave at Marinopolis. I also want to thank all my family and all my best friends, who are honestly my family, also for spending all those long night hours just organizing this event. And I want to thank you guys also for keeping me motivating when I'm down. StrikeOut Cancer wouldn't be as successful as we are without any of you guys. And above all, I want to thank you all for coming from the bottom of my heart. Never forget, we bowl, we strike, and we conquer cancer. Thank you.